What's up, ladies and gents? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know this is a surprise to a lot of you, but if you remember, I did a community post saying, would you guys like to see the PS2 version of Splinter Cell Chaos Theory? So as I went through, my years of gaming, I owned a PS2 at one time, but I also owned an Xbox, and Xbox games just looked extremely better, especially compared to PS2. Even if you were playing the same game, like, there was just such a huge difference. It had a better chip, it had a better everything in it. So I never played the PS2 version of Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. As a matter of fact, I've really never played the PS2 versions of any of the Splinter Cell games. I did, however, do my walkthroughs originally back in 2012 and 13, somewhere around in there, on the PS3 HD remasters, or whatever you want to call it. But if you remember, the Splinter Cell one was actually the Xbox version on the play. So I never same thing for the other games as well. They weren't the original PS2 versions because they had the better graphics and they were just better. I don't know if I'm 100% right on that, but all I know is that the PS2 version of Chaos Theory is essentially, story-wise, the same. Everything is essentially the same. Like, the voices, the videos that play, the audio, all that stuff is the same. However, the thing that makes this worth doing is the levels themselves. Yes, the levels are the same as far as you're going to the lighthouse, you're going to the tanker, or whatever you want to call it, but what's inside those levels is completely different. The layout is completely different because the PlayStation 2 could not handle the layout and the crisp graphics of the Xbox. So therefore, the missions are almost totally, it almost feels like I'm playing a brand new game, and that is why we're doing this. That's the only reason why we're doing this. Otherwise, I would just leave the Splinter Cell Chaos Theory walkthrough alone. We've done it enough. But because this literally feels like I'm playing a brand new version of Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. And from those of you that said the PlayStation 2 version of Splinter Cell 1 is also different, so this might give me a rejuvenation to go in and playing some of the other ones that we've already covered the Xbox versions for, because they're different. And that's the whole point. If this was going to be the same, I wouldn't be covering, but because it's different, I wanted to do that. So I'm using what I use. Hey, Paul, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. I appreciate it. So what I'm using is and I did a video of this, so please make sure you go and check out my Launchbox retro gaming setup streams and stuff that I have over there. As you can see, I use this for all the PS2 games I have, the PS3 games I have. They're very easy to copy. If you have a disk drive, just copy it in there. There's programs that you can download on the computer that allow you to rip the PlayStation 3 disc and put it into an ISO format so that you can put it in here. So I was just so excited about this because, I don't know, it feels completely different. So we're going to take a look at it today. We're going to be doing some strats for Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. Now, I'm using a brand new version. It's not brand new, but it is a nightly build version of PCXS2, so it's not going to look like the way that you're used to looking at it. So, for instance, let's say I click on this, right? I love how I get a video information that I want to look at of when the game came out and all that kind of stuff. It's really cool. But anyways, I'm not going to launch it from here. I mean, I could do that just by double-clicking on it, but I'm going to open the PCSX2. So this is the new version that I'm using. Everyone's probably familiar with the older version. However, this is a new 1.7 build. And it just sets up things a lot better. I've also inputted the Bobby. Thank you for the gifted one Sinistrano 1 membership, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Everybody give Bobby a big shout out. So everyone remembers the old interface. This is completely new. I've put the widescreen patches in here so that the game will actually run in widescreen instead of being 4:3, and it won't be stretched. It'll actually look pretty decent. Now, one thing I want you guys to take a mental note is the game is dark, right? Xbox had great lighting, so you could get away with not showing off your different visions all the time. But because PlayStation 2 doesn't have that great of lighting, it's going to be dark. So we are going to be using quite a bit the, our night vision. Also, just take a note that there could be some, like, you know, glitches, things like that here and there. This is an emulated version of the game, not running on the original hardware. Therefore, you're going to get into a few bugs here and there. So I wanted to get that out to all of you. But let me show you the settings that I have at least set up to play this. So again, I have it in widescreen, and I found a widescreen hack and inputted it into where it needed to go, so that way we can do it in that. We're going to be playing in the internal resolution is going to be in 4K. This is only going to be in 1080 this stream because it doesn't need to be any higher than that, guys. But you can kind of just see what I'm kind of rolling with. Everything else is pretty much normal and set to normal. So we're going to go ahead and just jump right in to Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, and away we go. So we could load our state that we have loaded up, or we can do, we're going to do a fresh boot so you can just see kind of how everything loads up. That's what's great about the PCSX2 emulator is you don't have to worry about saving. If you just hit F1 every time you want to do a save, it'll just automatically save. And then if you, let's say you get caught by an enemy or something, you just hit F3 and you'll go back to that save and you'll be right where you left off. And that is outside of the normal PlayStation 2 saving parameters, which you can do as well, of course. But this allows you to get through the game much quicker and not have to worry, because it takes forever to load saves on a PS2, and you'll see that here. But let's go ahead and do a fresh boot and get this started. Oh, you might notice a little something over here that I have too. Possibly something waiting in the wind. Let's go. All right, go to full screen. Also, let me know that everything is working correctly. You guys can see, hear, all that good stuff. People have set up lobbies and things like that to actually be able to play co-op in these games. There's a whole thing about it. I did a video on it a few years ago. All right. So here we go. You're going to notice a few different things. You might see this little glitch thing here at the bottom. Don't pay it no mind. You know, it plays that same video that you get on the Xbox version. But then, as you can see, this is completely different. You got your multiplayer and you got your solo. It looks different. Look-wise, it's already different, that you can tell. Then it's going to load into the solo. Remember, guys, I'm also streaming a lot through the week over on Twitch. So if you want to check out those streams, they're going to be about 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at twitch.tv/CenterStrain01. If you want to check out all different types of games, that's where you want to go. And then if people are interested in the Let's Play that we do on Twitch, then we'll bring it over here to YouTube for everyone else to watch as well. So make sure you follow CenterStrain01 over on twitch.tv/CenterStrain01. All right, so you guys remember the movie? Coming soon to a theater never near you.
You've played the games, but you won't know the whole story until you've seen the movie.
And we'll never see the movie. I just always find that so funny. All right, so we're going to click solo. As you can see, accessing memory cards, it just takes forever. That's what's so great about being able to do save states and all that. What's cool about this is you got the training videos, but they're completely different. So you're seeing my strat for the Lighthouse level, but I'm going to put a video out first that we're going to be going over every training video, just like I did in my original walkthrough, because I want the walkthrough to be complete and your one-stop shop for all of your PS2 versions of Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. So we're going to include one video where we go over every single one of these, and I'll play them all back to back. They are different. Same audio, but it's different because the levels are different. Therefore, when he's showing things off, it's completely different. Therefore, there is a reason to have it on here. So I will do a video of that before the first video appears. I'm going to be going on a little mini vacation. Trust me, my wife and I need it. Thank the Lord to my mother. She's going to help us, you know, obviously pay for it. We just need to go and see some family. So next Sunday, we're going to be leaving. So I'm going to try to get as many of these videos done for these missions and live streams for these missions as well to you guys all. So you'll have the videos to watch while I'm gone, and you'll have something on the channel content while I'm gone for like 4 or 5 days. Okay, so I'll just show you like the first one. This is kind of how it looks.
The upside is my link.
See, it's already different. So I will be doing a video on that for those of you that want to watch. Yeah, let's go ahead and go to the options here. You can see your controls. It's the PS2. Now, there is one thing that I've changed is I never liked how the PS2 did its shoulder buttons. So it always did them backwards. For whatever reason, it made the triggers be opposite of what the triggers should have been. So like when you, like in most, you know, shooter games on the PlayStation 2, in order to aim, you would usually hit L1 and then you would hit R1 to fire. Well, I have backwards it. So I've made it just like the Xbox controller, where the left trigger would aim in most certain things and the right trigger would be your fire. Although this game doesn't use that per se, because of the way that it uses its mechanics, but I've just set it backwards because, you know, I don't understand why PS2 did that. But yes, invert look on for me because that's just how I am. I know you can get vibration working, and I do feel it, but you don't really get any vibration in the game itself. That's what I've noticed. I could be wrong. Display-wise, let me see. Show communication box. Dolby Pro Logic. You do get a shadow calibration, but we're not going to worry about that right now. As you can see, it takes forever just to load these things. Xbox was so much quicker. The quick save was like 2 seconds, whereas in PS2 it's significantly higher. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and get started here. We've got solo, new game. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go through the level first. We're going to take our time. We're going to be slow. We're going to be methodical. We're going to try to find all the objectives we need to do. In this, I've done so many challenging walkthroughs for this game that I don't know what I want to do. How do I want to separate this? Do I want to go as hardcore as I did on the PC version? Or do I not care that much and want to go a little bit different? My goal is still to get 100% because that's just kind of what we do here on this game. So we're going to play it on Expert, of course. I'm going to say I'm going to allow myself to be heard every now and then, but we're still going to go for the minimal knockouts. If we don't have to knock someone out, that's going to be the goal. I think that's just the perfect challenge goal to have for every one of these games that we do. It just adds that layer of difficulty to it. So let's go ahead and, you know, jump into the level. We're going to go slow. We're going to take our time. We're going to learn routes. This is a different setup. I'll go over what's different in the game compared to the Xbox version, and yeah, we'll just we'll get in there. I'll play the cutscenes too because they're fun to watch. Let me know if everything is working right. The perceivements thing is just too much. Like, I already did that in the Xbox version. I don't want to do that again. It's too much. Especially, I already did it once.
Events in the Yellow Sea took a turn for the worse today when North Korean and Chinese forces blockaded and boarded a Japanese cargo ship. The North Korean government released no official statement, and their ambassador remained out of contact. While at the UN, Chinese Ambassador Long Dan urged the U.S. and her longtime Japanese allies to remain calm, calling the blockades a legitimate...
All this is the same. You guys have seen these, although the videos do look significantly better on the Xbox and PC version. But essentially they're the same, just a lower resolution version of it.
The USS Walsh to close at flank speed. The Walsh is the most advanced.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for the bank mission because
best man will be on board.
I bet you it's going to be like so different as far as the layout goes, because that layout was awesome in the Xbox and PC version. So I'm wondering how different it is. It's going to be, like I said, it's like playing a new game, man. It really is.
What do you know? Chinese and North Korean ships working together again.
It's what we expected.
Yeah, I can increase the volume. Just remember that if you guys
How are your sea legs?
start to not be able to hear me,
Good.
let me know, because that's more important.
Prototype isn't the only new fish in the pond.
Admiral Toshiro Otomo, head of Japan's newly formed Information Self-Defense Force, had this to say.
This is another distressing attempt by China and North Korea to further depress our faltering economy.
Yeah, the walkthrough that I did for Chaos Theory was actually using a controller from Steam. So there's ways to hook it up so that it works. My walkthrough I did just, you know, a year ago, whatever it was the PC version using a controller.
The ISDF itself is a violation of the post-war constitution, prohibiting Japan from maintaining a military force capable of striking beyond its borders. In Asia, the memories of Imperial Japan are still fresh.
Yeah, so that tells you right there. I'm gonna have to play the PS2 version of Pandora tomorrow as well. If it's that different, then I gotta play them, right? I mean, it's like a new game.
Been a long time, boy. When's the last time I saw you?
I'm afraid I have no recollection of that, Senator.
That's right. It has been a while.
Nice condom you got here.
Well, thanks. I got a space set up for you in the forecastle. You can make yourself to home, and heck, no one will even know you're here.
Like I said, these take a lot longer to do. This mission is completely different, so we're gonna take our time. Yes, it seems like everybody wants to see the streams strats of that too. So maybe I'll start doing them for every mission.
An American engineer named Bruce Morgenholt has been kidnapped by a Peruvian separatist group called the People's Voice. Their suspected leader, Hugo Lacerda.
All right, we're not going to show this because we're gonna, you know, you'll see that in the video and stuff like that. So what did I do last time? I think I was being so challenging to myself that we always did assault when we could, or when we could get away with it, right? I'm not going to do that anymore. Nope, we're just going to go with our regular stuff. If you want to see that perfect walkthrough, guys, make sure you check out my Xbox or my PC version of it. But here it is. All right, Splinter. Now you can see there's already some graphical glitches. You can see that in the lighting there. You'll see that a lot in the lighting. But game looks, plays, runs really, really good, or really well. You still got all your visions like normal, except this time now I can hit R1 and do it this way, which I think is so much better. Vernie, thank you so much for the subscription. All right, so let's move around. Now you can already see that this level and layout is completely different. Just this beginning section here. The ship is still there, however, the layout to get inside. Now we're gonna have to spend a lot of time in this because look, if I turn off this, you can barely see. Like this game does have decent lighting even on the PS2, but obviously the lighting is significantly better on the Xbox PC version. So this, let's see how this works. So that still works the same. And then it has a little thing that comes up on the meter. All right, so everything is the same there. Let's see, you press back, you've got your goals, notes, data. We never really used any of this stuff, and we won't use it in the walkthrough either. The map still has a 3D section of it. You can zoom in, you can zoom out, you can go to the other areas. We're on the level 3 here, but that's about all there is, because that's all we have. Tells you triggered alarms. Yeah. Equipment wise, you can see all. Alright, so let's go ahead and head in. Again, I'm gonna have to spend a lot of time because see, I can't even see. Like it's very, very dark, and unfortunately there isn't a setting in the game that allows you to turn the brightness up. So maybe I could do that in After Post a little bit, but I don't want to take array, make it more saturated just because I'm doing that, you know? This is already different. Look how huge this area is compared to what it was before.
Is everything all right?
It's coming from up ahead, but Lambert, when I think gorilla, I think Kalashnikov.
See, voice,
What do you mean?
all that's the same.
I've had enough AKs fired.
I'm gonna
at
hit
me in my
F1,
time to tell you that
and I
wasn't
just
one.
saved. Actually, I didn't. Hold on a sec. Let me make sure. There we go. Let me know if this is still running smooth for all of you when I do this.
All right. See
There
if
we
there's
go.
anything unusual going on with their equipment, and keep us posted.
I just clicked into the game, so let me know that it's still running smooth. Alright, so notice we have two enemies that come out, right? You literally can't see them. Same as before. This area almost looks the same, except now there is this here. There's a pool here instead.
See, they probably had all sorts of secret passages and tunnels down here. Come on.
Definitely a little different already. And you could grab them and take them down, and obviously that's not what you want to do. So I can just hit F3, and there we go. We're back here. Perfect. So that's what really great about the PS2 and the way that it handles its stuff. All right, so I don't want to mess with them. So remember, you could go down this way. Now here's the thing. Remember, there was a bottom area that you could go that had a ladder that took you to another guy. This is different. So I think they heard my jump there.
There he is!
All right. Boom. Right? Look at that. Perfect. So obviously when we do this, we're going to go super quick to get out of here. We can probably go ahead and run too, I'd say. Got to be very... See, the sensitivity is a lot.
Smugglers used to use these old caves.
There we go.
Smugglers?
You can see what it looks like. You can barely even see in here. That's why you got to use this like all the time. Also, the sensitivity is so much more, and I don't know how to really change that as of right now. So I barely have to press forward, and look, I'm already making noise just by I'm literally barely pressing forward, guys. And it's already reaching above the bar. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and save here. Alright, you can see it's different. There's a guy in here now doing the shooting in this area. There's also the scan box right here.
I think you're right about the equipment, Sam.
Yeah, they got themselves a little stockpile of high-tech kit here.
There's no bottom area.
They got it. See if those crates have SSCC
And you can just go right past them.
Scan them with your EEV. The SSCC code is lot 1 of 5.
As you can see, the light kind of acts a little weird.
I'll do my best.
Alright, pretty easy to get by. You have to scan, you can't actually go up to them. So there's the second one. And of course you guys remember this part here. Obviously the Xbox and PC versions are the better versions. I mean, I don't think anyone is going to complain about that, but that's not the purpose of this walkthrough. You can see that it's almost laid out the same when you come down here. It's very, very close. He's still doing that. You don't see the smoke. You don't see the electric. Obviously, the effects don't look as good. There's an area here. And go all the way back.
Faking. His tongue is a lump of coal. His brain is... Enough! Saul, give him more.
It's already at the maximum.
See how these...
Another battle.
What do you say, amigo? You want another battery? Wait a minute. His
ears. Look. Smoke.
I think I'm going to be ill. I think he's dead. Only one way.
Yeah, I need to try out. Does the PS2 multiplayer still work? I mean, I've done the Xbox multiplayer, but I don't know if the PS2 still works or not. Yeah, so make sure you leave a like, everybody. It really helps the channel. So we got this guy. All right, I'm going to go ahead and hit F1. Now, again, I could do the F1, or I can do the regular way. And I'm going to show you the regular way, which takes just too long, in my opinion. See? That's a lot of time. Remember, we would be able to hang on a pole up there in the PC and Xbox version.
It doesn't sound too good down there, Fisher.
The sound isn't the problem. You should smell it.
You're sure he's dead?
Deader than Elvis.
All right. Leave the body. We still need to recover any traces of the interrogation. Grim will call you back. Fisher, I said leave the body.
Okay, looks like we get in here without getting out.
Just because he's dead doesn't mean I need to leave him here hanging like a piece of meat.
Don't get too connected, Fisher. I need you to stay rational.
You can spare 30 seconds for some simple...
Same audio. And then now when you enter the fortress, it goes into a... loading. It loads different parts of the level because it just can't handle the amount of memory and RAM on the PS2. I am using an Xbox controller, Bobby. Yep. I'm using my Series X controller.
Sam, it's Grim. We need to make sure that whatever Morgenholt might have told them about Mass's algorithms never leaves this site.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and hit F1 to save here.
I detected a wireless link coming from the technician who left the room before you entered.
Let's see if this guy still gives the same interrogation as he did in the previous one. Looks the same too.
There. You look important.
I am loyal. You will get no information from me.
Really? It looks like you forgot to shave this morning. Let me help you out a bit.
Huh? You can't.
Yep, exactly the same. So we're going to hit F3, and we go right back here. No reason to go in there.
The technician who left the room before you entered.
So I'll need to recover any data he might have uploaded to their servers.
Exactly.
Oh, there's a guy there. So if we hurry through this, my guess is that we can make it before this guy goes.
I detected a wireless link coming from the technician who left the room before you entered.
Let's see.
So I'll need to recover any data he might have uploaded to their servers.
Yep.
Exactly.
Gives us plenty of time. If you press up, you'll always know where the boxes are.
From the looks of it, these guerrillas have a pretty temporary setup. Seems unlikely they have any kind of alarm system on location.
Good.
Now, this stream probably isn't going to be that long because obviously this is... The Lighthouse mission is a pretty easy mission to even figure out when it's, you know, when you haven't really played it. But here we have a separate way. See, I love how we got all these people in here. I just wish that a lot of you would watch some of the other stuff I do. You know, I don't only do stealth, you know. I love stealth. We all love stealth here. You know, that's why most of you obviously subscribed and all that. But, you know, watch some of the other stuff too. We have a really great time and it's really fun. I'm going to save here. All right. That way we can take a look. So we could continue on if we wanted to, or we can come back out.
What the?
As you can see, there's a whole area that you would possibly, you know, skip. However, there's nothing in this area that's something that we need, per se. But I'm just going to take you back and show you where, you know, like show you some of the things that are around the area. Hey Garrett, how you doing, bud? Now, you guys sure that it's running smooth? Everything is looking smooth and running smooth and all that? As you can see, you go back to here. And then there. You remember the door we came in and then we did the thing? Right there it is. And now we're back out there. So just a big shortcut that allows you to go. See, we'll move on. We'll do a little pick lock. Always do it without the thing on, because otherwise it's... You know, one of the things that I learned is that when you do lock picking, I always thought you had to do it a specific way, right? So the way that I always thought that you had to do it was wiggle. Like, once you find the area, then you wiggle around it. You actually don't have to do that. You just find the area and you keep it in that exact spot. But for some reason, I always thought that the only way to get it correctly was to continually wiggle around it, when in fact, it makes it harder to do because you're literally putting yourself out of the spot and then back in and then out and back in. So it takes longer if you wiggle than if you don't. You know, I like to, my body don't wiggle, wiggle, it folds. Or jiggle, jiggle, it folds. You know, that stupid song, that rap. Or my money don't jiggle, jiggle, it folds. I like to see you wiggle, wiggle, for sure. It makes me want to dribble, dribble. You know, riding in my Fiat, you really have to see it. I'm 6'2" in the compact, no slack. But luckily the seats go back. I got a knack to relax, sipping on some red wine. Yeah. Sorry. Stupid TikTok, man, I swear. But this room is almost exactly the same. At least it looks it, but the way that we got here was completely different. So we can move on. Nothing in here to get. But notice I'm barely pressing on it, and it's still... it's very, very sensitive, so that's probably going to be one of my biggest hurdles, I think, in this, is to get around that. And again, you're going to have to see most of the game like this, because it's just too dark otherwise. Otherwise, you can't see shit. Alright, we know this section here. We're going to hit F1. See, it just goes right, saves it, boom. And if I want to go back to it, F3, boom, right there.
That server is probably the one that the technician transferred Morgan Holt's information to.
What should I do?
You'll have to access it and scrub the data.
That's 4 of the 5 crates, Sam. Keep your eyes peeled for the last one.
Alright, so there's this guy here, right? I think he's a mandatory knockout. Does he get away from the computer? That's the question. I'm going to go ahead and save again, just for good measure. I don't see... Is there anything that you can pick up? No, but what I could do is I could shoot this light out. So I'm going to see if that works. I'm going to see if me shooting the light out will allow me to go up and touch the computer. Let's see. Okay, that did not work. Let's see if I can... Maybe you got to get closer. I don't... See how long it takes for it to load back up? Nope. How close do you need to be to something for it to actually work? No, wow. So, can I not shoot this? Remember, this is the PS2 version, so my guess is a lot of these OCP things aren't going to work. Yeah. What about just walking up to it? No? Huh. Hey, thank you so much, Drooling, for renewing your membership. I appreciate it, bud. So it seems... it seems that this doesn't work. Maybe if you do the bottom? No. Yeah, from what I can tell, these lights, you cannot... Yep, you can't do it. So even though it shows like this, and the whole purpose of this is supposed to work, it doesn't. So that means this guy is a mandatory knockout, because unless you have something to throw in this room, or you've picked something up. Now, there could be something up in one of the previous rooms, but I'm not seeing anything here. We already got to take out the guy at the end of the lighthouse. Of course, everybody knows that. So I'm going to do something real quick. I'm going to head back down, and I'm going to see if there's any... You're right, though. It does look gas-powered, so that might be the reason why, because if you do that... Does that work? Oh, maybe I didn't hit it right. Let's try this. Yeah, see, that doesn't work either. And maybe it's all... Yeah, I don't know. So don't think that every single light source you're going to be able to mess with. Alright, so we're heading back over here just so I could see if there is anything that we could pick up in this room that will allow us to distract him instead of having to knock him out. Okay, so there's some ammo. Well, that didn't really work now, did it? I'm going to say there's not. So I'm going to say this is one of those mandatory... mandatory knockouts. Some levels have mandatory knockouts, and it looks like the civilian guy is one of them. I could whistle? Let me see, what is the whistle key? So if I'm whistling, I'm doing... There we go.
What was that? What the?
Okay, that's the biggest thing. So you notice how this whole room is enshrined in light. So even when I get up here, I'm in light. Even when I'm over here, I'm in light. Still in light. So a lot of light around here. So I'm guessing, I don't know, I'd have to do a whistle at the beginning of the room, then come over, and hopefully that'll lead him enough for me to get in there. Let's test the range limits of our whistle.
I had better take a look around.
Good work, Sam. That wiped whatever information Morgenhold might have given them.
Won't they wonder what happened to it?
It was easy enough to make your little intrusion look like a memory allocation error.
There we go.
Don't worry, we give you the best tools.
And we did it. So you can, ladies and gentlemen, get by that section without taking him out.
No one here. No signs of disturbance.
All right, so we figured it out. Nice. And that's the whole thing. It's just all about figuring out. Now, I'm very confused. This says enter lighthouse. Where am I entering the lighthouse from? Like, I don't see anything in the ceiling. Like, there's nothing. There's no door. There's no entrance. There's this board here. Is this like, I guess I do see like a downward thing there, so I guess that makes sense. All right. And you just click that, and then it goes into the third and final section. Did you say that the frames are messing up? The frames are not awful, so that's just OBS doing OBS things. So what I'm going to do is you're going to see the frames act fine now. Watch. You'll see no... That's because I've clicked out of the game. And I'll do a checkpoint. The frames are actually not bad. I get 60 all the time. It's my OBS. Whenever I have this up in the game and I have it on the full screen, it slows the frames down on OBS. However, if I click out of the game and use the controller, still. However, when I click out of the game, I can't do saves. I have to do the regular saves. But now you'll notice everything will be nice and smooth. So this should be the final one.
Thunderstorm. Good work, Fisher. If we can analyze the intelligence you gathered from those crates.
As you can see, this is different. There's two guards there.
How come no one
And we
ever
can
does
just
things
easily
like
get
my
by
job
these
safe?
guys. Move
You
down.
want me to hire some more analysts to interpret information?
Now you should notice the frames should be just fine again, right?
Second thought. The danger's not so bad.
So like I said, when for some reason when I'm inside the full screen and I click inside of it, it slows OBS down. But when I click out of it, I can still run the game, and it works just fine. Oh, with no lag or anything. All right, so we got a guy here. So we're gonna try to figure out how to get by him without taking him out. Looks like you just gotta wait. Maybe, hopefully there'll be an opening up here. Yep. He might give me actually enough time for me to move right past him. Yeah, that seems like he gives you plenty of time to literally move like right past him at that beginning. I don't even think we need to do this here. See, he takes quite a long time. He turns around. He does all of this. And if we don't have to wait that long, then that'll be the best option. We'll do that when we're doing the video. Oh, I moved just a little bit. So did you see that? Like, I barely moved, but he still saw us. So that's... wow, okay. We'll just load the checkpoint. Yeah, Pandora Tomorrow for PC, really the only way you can do it is either to get it off of some game site, like, what are those, you know, places that you can buy keys for games or whatever. It's legal, I guess. Or you need to find the copy in the store and then put it on your computer through a disk drive.
Hire some more analysts to interpret information for you. I can do that.
On second thought, the danger's not so bad.
Like I said, it's very, very sensitive. So that's one thing that I have to mentally prepare myself for, is how sensitive. All right, so I'm going to try that method now of literally just following him almost the whole way. Man of 100 folds, thank you so much for the resubscription. Glad to be a member of the stream family, where I'm glad to have you, bud. Yep. Like a glove. So you can do it. Hey, we got a guy here. All right, he will see us, man. That's close. So I wonder if we just need to go, because I didn't save, I'm gonna have to load progression. I wonder if we can maybe go to his left then. Yeah, they're really different. I always heard that they were different, but I didn't realize that it was like essentially playing
Good work, Fisher.
another game.
We can analyze the intelligence you gathered from those crates. We can make a lot of people's jobs a whole lot safer.
How come no one ever does things to make my job safer?
If you want me to hire some more analysts to interpret information for you, I can do that.
On second thought, the danger's not so bad.
The version that has a zip line is the Xbox version. Xbox and PC. But in order to do the zip line, you literally got to be super quick. If you take too long at all, then the zip line's out the door. Alright, just for shits and giggles, I'm going to go ahead and save right here. Now, my goal, at least I'm going to try, is when I do the videos, is maybe, hopefully, maybe I'll add a challenge of trying to get through the level in one save, meaning that I don't save at all. Now, that can be very, very difficult when you got to start a game, a mission completely over when you're 29 minutes into the game. So, you know, I don't know if I'm going to do that. It would be a nice challenge, obviously, but You know, I don't know if it's worth it to do that challenge. Especially in a game that can be a little buggy. Exactly. The PS2 version shows how amazing the Xbox version actually is and what that machine was capable of doing. So let's see what he does. So he does seem like he's... I don't know. I feel like if I'm quick enough, I can get by him. Look, he takes forever. Alright, I'm going to load that last one. Then I'm going to do another save right here because I want the fastest... I want the fastest way to get through. The fastest and stealthiest. So this is going to take me to right in front of the guy, or right behind the guy. I know, right? But how hard? Has anyone played the PS2 version to know if the Bathhouse PS2 version is hard at all? Like, is it? Or is it easy? Is it much, much easier? Because no one ever talks about Bathhouse on PS2. They only talk about it on Xbox. Hey, Sticky, how you doing, bud? Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little save right here. That way I can try a few strats of getting by this guy. Yeah, the interrogation dialogue is really great. You never see it in my walkthroughs because we leave everybody alone. But my first walkthrough I ever did back in 2012, we interrogated and listened to all of that, so you can always check it out there. See, you can get by him. Let me save here just in case. I'm testing strats out, so that's the whole purpose of this. I'm doing well, Sticky. Hopefully you're doing well. It's good to see a lot of people that I haven't seen in a long time in here. I know I do a lot of other Let's Plays, and a lot of you just don't care to watch that type of stuff. I get it. But if you do want to watch Let's Plays and all that, make sure you come over to our Twitch channel.
You're not trying to set me up on another blind date, I hope.
The Maria Narcissa is a boat.
So was the last girl you set me up with.
Fisher.
Sorry.
The Maria
Well, my
Narcissa
controller is
a
now
cargo
convulsing
ship owned and operated by
ever since I climbed that ladder, and it's the vibrator is going off. Boy, saying that out loud just does not seem right.
Lots of details.
My vibrator's going off really big right now.
Sounds like I'm setting you up for another
If only
date
you could
after
clip
all.
something on YouTube, right?
Can't wait to meet her.
Fisher, your primary objectives are complete. We can extract you.
Oh, I'm in a
whenever you're ready.
constant...
You'll need to signal for a helicopter.
Let me see if
pickup
this
from the
fixes
top
it.
of the
Hold on.
Lighthouse.
There we
Make
go.
sure the
Okay, that
light
does
is
it.
out first.
Will do.
That was so weird. Alright, so as we're going up here, why don't I do another little save? I know it's so much quicker to do the other one, but if it means that you guys can see the video better and it doesn't lag at all, then I'll do it. Alright, so I believe he is still the only one that you need to take out in this level. Oh, we're not even there yet. Hold on. Like I said, the lighting is a little weird. Alright, so where is this guy at? He's, I think, directly behind us. So you kind of got to wait. Yep, there he is. Because if I were to move, then obviously he's going to see us. And once he's past our view, it doesn't matter anymore. God, that is blinding.
Why are these lights?
All right, yes. So he immediately, did you see that? I don't think on the Xbox version the guy does that. So I think, if I remember correctly, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, I think as soon as you turn that light off, he just goes, what? You know, he goes and checks out and he turns back on the light. However, on the PS2 version, he puts out a freaking flare. So doing that, no, don't do it. No, you can take it out first and then have him come and do it, but if you stay too close to the flare, then he's going to see you immediately. Yeah, this is the hardest difficulty. You just kind of got to wait. I mean, I don't see another way around this to go through it quicker. Much better if you could like climb through this window, but actually oh, it's doing that again. For some reason, when I'm outside of the full screen, it vibrates constantly. Now it's in like a constant. You hear that? That's the vibration of the controller going off. I'm just gonna try to jump out of here. Nope. All right. Yep. That's really all you have to do. Knock him out. Of course, you can also get against the rail and knock him over the rail, but that's a kill, and you don't want to do that. All right. I'm doing good, Artemis. Hopefully you're doing well. Let's see how we did. There's a lot of really good looking PC, or excuse me, PlayStation 2 games when you run them in emulation. Some hold up better than others, but there you go. See, 100%. We can easily do it. Shouldn't be too much of a problem, methinks. All right, so I'm going to try a strategy where I essentially just get through it like as quickly as possible. So we're going to hit the restart button, go into the mission again, and do it that way. I'm going to hit record. Now, hopefully this doesn't slow things down, but let's give it a shot.
Fisher, an American engineer named Bruce Morgenholt has been kidnapped by a Peruvian separatist group called the People's Voice. Their suspected leader, Hugo Lacerda, is a hardcore revolutionary preaching information warfare as the only realistic means to achieve revolution in modern society. We need you to get in there and recover or destroy any information Morgenholt may have been forced to divulge, and if possible, rescue him. As for Lacerda, he's just been bumped onto our target of opportunity list. So if you have a shot, take it.
Hostage rescue isn't normally our bag, but Morgenholt was part of Project Watson, the UN committee that studied Philip Mass's handiwork after Georgia. Some people are worried that this kidnapping is just a cover-up and that Morgenholt is being interrogated for classified information about the mass kernels. Fact is that some of the tricks Mass came up with could be used to do a lot of damage. We need to contain that information at all costs.
The target area is a lighthouse attached to an abandoned Spanish colonial-era fortification and some nearby structures. We don't have an exact location on Morgenholt, so you'll have to find him yourself. Insertion will be at night by Zodiac onto the beach beneath the fort. Thermal imaging shows that there are some old natural and semi-natural caves under the fort, so you may be able to use those for infiltration.
All right, Fisher. The helicopter will drop you a few kilometers offshore in the Zodiac. You'll have one of my Zodiacs and logistical support in and out of the target area. Extraction will be by helicopter from the top of the lighthouse.
Displace International holds the contract with Wright Pritchard Technologies to protect their VIPs in potentially hostile situations. We did a thorough threat evaluation for their project in Peru, and we accepted the VIP detail on Morgenholt. The guys who came after him knew what they were doing. This was not a tourist grab. I lost 3 good men in the snatch, and I'm currently preparing a rescue plan for approval from Morgenholt's family and Wright Pritchard. This is going to cost Displace a lot of money.
I'm hearing gunfire down there, Fisher. Is everything all right?
It's coming from up ahead, but Lambert, when I think guerrilla, I think Kalashnikov.
What do you mean?
I've had enough AKs fired at me in my time to tell you that wasn't one.
All right. See if there's anything unusual going on with their equipment, and keep us posted.
Smugglers? See, they probably had all sorts of secret passages and tunnels down here. Come on.
I think you're right about the equipment, Sam.
Yeah, they got themselves a little stockpile of high-tech kit here.
Try and find out where they got it. See if those crates have SSCC barcodes on them and scan them with your EEV. The SSCC code is lot 1 of 5. See if you can find the other 4.
I'll do my best.
No! No! Don't you think he's had enough? He's had enough when he can't talk. Talking? Madre de Dios, he hasn't been able to speak for an hour. He could be faking it. Jesus! See, I bet he's faking it. Faking? His tongue is a lump of coal. His brain is... Enough! Saul, give him more. It's already at the maximum. What? Should I bring down another battery? What do you say, amigo? You want another battery? Wait a minute. His ears. Look. Smoke. I think I'm going to do you. I think he's dead. Only one way to I'm going for a walk.
Doesn't sound too good down there, Fisher.
The sound isn't the problem. You should smell it.
You're sure he's dead?
Deader than Elvis.
All right. Leave the body. We still need to recover any traces of the interrogation. Grim will call you back. Fisher, I said leave the body. We don't have the means to extract him.
Just because he's dead doesn't mean I need to leave him here hanging like a piece of meat.
Don't get too connected, Fisher. I need you to stay rational.
You can spare 30 seconds for some simple dignity.
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna record after the fact commentary, so I don't want to have my commentary in here right now, because yeah. So I'll talk to you in a sec.
Sam, it's Grim. We need to make sure that whatever Morgenhold might have told them about Mass's algorithms never leaves this site.
Okay.
I detected a wireless link coming from the technician who left the room before you entered.
So I'll need to recover any data he might have uploaded to their servers.
Exactly.
Did I hear something? Footsteps, maybe?
Well, I thought it said save checkpoint, but yet I don't see it on here. So I don't think it saved my checkpoint. That's my bad. Yeah, that sucks. Okay. Alright. So we're going to restart it again from the beginning. I'm not doing any commentary right now because I'm doing the commentary afterwards so that I can make sure the commentary is perfect and it fits with everything on the screen. I'm also going to turn off the browser just for now so that if you guys subscribe or do something, I will definitely give you a shout out afterwards, but I want to make sure it's not in the video itself. As far as this, get the PC version. PC version is still awesome. There are ways to be able to get your controller to work. You just got to look it up on Google, how to get a controller to work on right for you. And yes, that right. And you got to do it. It's a lighting fix. Just Google it, and you'll get everything you need to know. All right, let's go ahead and do this. What happened? Can you guys still see? Huh? Okay, that's weird. I'm getting a black screen on this. Can you guys see the game or no? This is really weird.
Fisher, I'm hearing gunfire down there, Fisher. Is everything all right?
It's coming from up ahead, but Lambert, when I think guerrilla, I think Kalashnikov.
What do you mean?
I've had enough AKs fired at me in my time to tell you that wasn't one.
All right. See if there's anything unusual going on with their equipment, and keep us posted.
Smugglers? See, they probably had all sorts of secret passages and tunnels down here. Come on.
I think you're right about the equipment, Sam.
Yeah? They got themselves a little stockpile of high-tech kit here.
Try and find out where they got it. See if those crates have SSCC I'm hearing gunfire down there, Fisher. Is everything all right?
It's coming from up ahead, but Lambert, when I think guerrilla, I think Kalashnikov.
What do you mean?
I've had enough AKs fired at me in my time to tell you that wasn't one.
All right. See if there's anything unusual going on with their equipment, and keep us posted.
Smugglers? See, they probably had all sorts of secret passages. I
All right, now the game is just effing with me, man. Oh my gosh. All right. It's my luck about all of this, you know. The thing is, like I said, I want to do after the fact commentary, but I don't, because I want to be able to adjust the audios so that the audio levels can be right. Because a lot of my gameplay has unfortunately had a lot of audio levels being bad, where you couldn't hear me, or the game was too loud, or I was too loud. So if I'm going to do these live streams where we're doing the strats and then I'm going to be recording during them, I need to make sure that the audio is going to be good. So that's why I decided to do it this way, so that audio can be perfect, and then, you know, we don't have to worry about it as much, and everything can hopefully work out. So with that being said, let's restart again for the 9 millionth time. This is being played on a emulator.
I'm hearing gunfire down there, Fisher. Is everything all right?
It's coming from up ahead, but Lambert, when I think gorilla, I think Kalashnikov.
What do you mean?
I've had enough AKs fired at me in my time to tell you that wasn't one.
All right. See if there's anything unusual going on with their equipment, and keep us posted.
Smugglers? See, they probably... I guess it can't hurt to keep my eyes open.
All right, see, now it's messing with me. Because if you remember before, it was a very easy thing to do. You just got up there, and then you could go around to the left. But now, either... Because when you press forward and then triangle, or Y, depending on which one you're doing, it's moving you forward and creating more noise. So therefore, I think when I get to that edge, I need to stop, get as close to the edge as possible, just hit triangle, and then lift myself up. Otherwise, it's just going to keep doing this whole thing where they're going to hear it. Remember, on Expert, they can hear things significantly more than before, so you have to really take into account all of that.
I'm hearing gunfire down there, Fisher. Is everything all right?
It's coming from up ahead, but Lambert, when I think gorilla, I think Kalashnikov.
What do you mean?
I've had enough AKs fired at me in my time to tell you that wasn't one.
All right. See if there's anything unusual going on with their equipment, and keep us posted.
Smugglers? See, they probably had all sorts of secret passages and tunnels down here. Come on.
I think you're right about the equipment, Sam.
Yeah, they got themselves a little stockpile of high-tech kit here.
Try and find out where they got it. See if those crates have SSCC barcodes on them and scan them with your EEV. The SSCC code is lot 1 of 5. See if you can find the other 4.
I'll do my best.
No! Don't you think he's had enough?
He's had enough when he can't talk.
Doctor, madre de Dios, he hasn't been able to speak for an hour.
He could be faking it.
No! Jesus!
See, I bet he's faking it.
Faking? His tongue is a lump of coal. His brain is...
Enough! Saul, give him more.
It's already at the maximum.
What?
Should I bring down another battery?
What do you say, amigo? You want another battery? Wait a minute.
His ears. Look! Smoke! I think I'm going to be ill.
I think he's dead. Only one way to be sure. I'm going for a walk.
Doesn't sound too good down there, Fisher.
The sound isn't the problem. You should smell it.
You're sure he's dead?
Deader than Elvis.
All right. Leave the body. We still need to recover any traces of the interrogation. Grim, we'll call you back. Fisher, I said leave the body. We don't have the means to extract him.
Just because he's dead doesn't mean I need to leave him here hanging like a piece of meat.
Don't get too connected, Fisher. I need you to stay rational.
You can spare 30 seconds for some simple dignity.
Sam, it's Grim. We need to make sure that whatever Morgenhold might have told them about Mass's algorithms never leaves this site.
Okay.
I detected a wireless link coming from the technician who left the room before you entered.
So I'll need to recover any data he might have uploaded to their servers.
Exactly.
From the looks of it, these guerrillas have a pretty temporary setup. Seems unlikely they have any kind of alarm system on location.
Good.
That server is probably the one that the technician transferred Morgenhold's information to.
What should I do?
You'll have to access it and scrub the data. Good work, Sam. That wiped whatever information Morgenhold might have given them.
Won't they wonder what happened to it?
It was easy enough to make.
Oh my freaking, oh my gosh. You got to be so quick. You saw that the whistle thing took so long. Like he wouldn't go to it fast enough. And you got to get in there and you got to take the things down. See, this was not a problem in the Xbox or PC version because you could literally just hack things from very, very far away. But because this is the PS2 version and you cannot hack from far away, you actually have to get on a computer to do it. That changes the entire thing. I'm going to let him kill me, and I think it's going to allow us to load checkpoint. Let's see.
Looked like a memory allocation error. Don't worry, we give you the best tools.
Okay, I need to... Hold on. I need to die. So I need to have someone, like, actually take me out. He's a civilian, so he won't.
Is someone moving around out? What was that?
This is the only way I can think to load that specific checkpoint. Let's see if it doesn't.
Sam, it's Grim. We need to make sure that whatever Morgenhold might have told them about Mass's algorithms never leaves this site.
Okay.
I detected a wireless link coming from the technician who left the room before you entered.
So I'll need to recover any data he might have uploaded to their servers.
Exactly.
Footstep?
Oh my gosh, that's so weird. My controller just keeps, because I'm out of the game, it just keeps vibrating, and it literally made me press forward too quickly because it just started vibrating all of a sudden and it won't stop. All right, so we got to do it again. Essentially, it's you can't hit load progress because it'll load your other one. Unfortunately, you can't do that, and there's no thing that says load checkpoint. So you have to do it this way. You have to let yourself get killed first.
What is that?
Sam, it's Grim. We need to make sure that whatever Morgenhold might have told them about Mass's algorithms never leaves this site.
Okay.
I detected a wireless link coming from the technician who left the room before you entered.
So I'll need to recover any data he might have uploaded to their servers.
Exactly.
From the looks of it, these guerrillas have a pretty temporary setup. Seems unlikely they have any kind of alarm system on location.
Good.
That server is probably the one that the technician transferred Morgenhold's information to.
What should I do?
You'll have to access it and scrub the data. Good work, Sam. That wiped whatever information Morgenhold might have given them.
Won't they wonder what happened to it?
It was easy enough to make your little intrusion look like a memory allocation error. Don't worry, we give you the best tools.
Nothing here.
That's 4 of the 5 crates, Sam. Keep your eyes peeled for the last one. That's 4 of the 5 crates, Sam. Keep your eyes peeled for the last one.
Why? I was a boy in Granada when the Americans invaded in 1850. My father was in the army. When he realized that people led us into the wilderness with some of his men, what happened? They struck in the dark. We never heard them, never saw them. They timed their fire with the thunder. The bodies dropped in the darkness. With each flash of lightning.
Maria Narcissa.
You're not trying to set me up on another blind date, I hope.
The Maria Narcissa is a boat.
So was the last girl you set me up with.
Fisher.
Sorry.
The Maria Narcissa is a cargo ship owned and operated by Celestina Inc., a Portuguese shipping company. Registered in the Philippines, cross-Pacific freight contracts. Lots of details missing.
Sounds suspicious.
Sounds like I'm setting you up for another date after all.
Can't wait to meet her.
Fisher, your primary objectives are complete. We can extract you whenever you're ready. You'll need to signal for a helicopter pickup from the top of the lighthouse, but make sure the light is out first.
Will do.
What the hell? What changed? Success rating 90%. Why? Why? What? Okay, I'm confused here. I'm very, very confused. I literally did that perfectly. Not a single person, no perceivements, and I only got 90%. I didn't miss any crates. Because you could go back. Opportunity, scan the SSC barcode of the... What? How did I not get all the crates? Which crate did I go back? Which crate did I miss? Which crate did I miss? I'm pretty sure at the beginning of that I did it, right? I'm so confused. I was pretty sure I did the crate thing. Oh, I didn't. You're 100% right. I wish you guys would have said something. Okay. All right. So I'm going to record this on my off time. I'll do this like right after. I'll record this right now. But I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. You saw what I needed to do. You saw exactly the path that I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it. And then I'm just going to put it together in a video because I don't want to have to go through that all over again for all of you. That's a little bit of a waste of time. So I'll do that on my own here. But yeah, that was my fault. So the fourth crate is actually the one I missed. The one where it's inside the room with the civilian and the laptop. I forgot to look over to the right and do that. So that was my bad. I want to say thank you to Ano Nemes. Actually, let me see. Who is the one that did that? So I want to thank Jorn. I won't say your last name because obviously you want some anonymity. So thank you to Jorn. Hopefully I said that correct. For the big tip, keeping Splinter Cell alive. And you know what? I've been literally keeping Splinter Cell, trying to keep Splinter Cell alive since I created this channel. I don't know how much more I can keep Splinter Cell alive until the new one comes out or whatever, but we're doing the best that we can. So remember, guys, if you do like the content, you like the commentary, I know maybe some of you are only here for stealth, but I would really appreciate it if you watch some of my other videos as well, because I cannot live off just stealth. That's a huge thing I need to let you guys know, that this is what we do for a living, and I cannot make a living to support my family if you just only watch the stealth games. So if you want to support the family and you want to support the channel, watch the other content as well. Leave a like on it, comment on the videos, do all of that. It really, really helps. And if you like to spend your nights with me, come over to twitch.tv/CenterStrain01. I'm going to be streaming a lot more nights there, doing different Let's Plays, and then uploading them to YouTube for people to see. It just really, really helps the channel, and that's what we're trying to do, is we're trying to continue to do this. Unfortunately, I would be like everyone else and go out and get a real job, as some would say, but my back is too bad, and I literally can't. I did get disability, but only 20%, and I'm not able to get any of it until 2034, because that's the way the U.S. Army works. Of course, I'm fighting that, and I'll keep you guys updated on all that. But if you do want to support the channel and you like what you see and you've been a fan of the channel or a fan of these types of games and just games in general, continue to support the channel as much as you can and come over to our Twitch for those other types of Let's Plays and stuff like that, because I just love playing gaming in general. I just don't love only stealth games. I love all gaming, and I just want to show it off in the best quality that I can. So thank you to Renee for the $10 tip, man. I appreciate it. Much love. Big shout out to Renee, been a supporter of the channel forever, and he is awesome. So thank you so much, Renee. Yeah, that's right. I can't get any of it until 2034. And even though it's only 20%, 20% is only $300. So literally in 2034, I can start getting $300 a month for my back. So the army has screwed me over one too many times. I'm fighting it, but I don't know what I'm going to be able to do. Obviously, you know, I'm just one person. But I will fight till the end of my dying days. That's what I do. I'll fight for this channel. I'll fight for the ability to keep uploading while I can and support the family that I have. So remember, guys, I can get paid on this channel and support my family if you watch these videos. If you watch, if you like, if you subscribe. A bonus, of course, is becoming a member or a patron or a subscription over on Twitch or donating, tipping, those types of things. Those are bonuses. If you can't do any of that, that's fine. Just watch the videos and don't just click on them, click like, and go away. No, actually watch them, leave them on for a while, let that watch time go up. It improves the stats for the algorithm so that when people search these types of videos or search gaming, they'll be able to locate my videos, and that will obviously benefit us all, because the more people we can get on this channel, the better content we're going to be able to provide for all of you out there. So other than that, thank you all for tuning in. I'm going to literally go back and restart this mission and do it at my own pace this time without having to worry about the chat and stuff like that. So I'll do that. I'll record that, and I'll probably even do it in 4K maybe, just to give it some higher quality. But other than that, thank you all so much for tuning in. Love you all. Take care of yourself. Enjoy your Sunday. And, you know, we'll be moving on to the cargo mission, obviously, coming up next, maybe tomorrow or Tuesday, depending on how much time I have with all this other stuff I got going on. So don't forget, we still got Siphon Filter that I'm doing. I haven't forgot about that. I've actually got it set up now. We're going to, hold on, continue. We're going to do this thing again. So I'm going to quit. I had to replay the Siphon Filter thing again. Because I'm not doing the PS5 version, I'm doing the emulation version, because the emulation version runs better and looks better. It doesn't have as many jagged edges, which I know a lot of people love the jagged edges because of how smooth, or because of how original to the PlayStation it was. But as you can see, I've got go down here, all of the Siphon Filter 2, we're going to do walkthroughs for all of those. And then once I catch myself up on the Siphon Filter to get to that point of where I was in the previous mission, then I'll be able to continue that. So that should be coming sometime this week, of course. And hello, Tenchu. I know everybody's been dying for me to play some Tenchu, but I haven't given it a shot yet. At some point, we might do that. So other than that, thank you all for tuning in. Love you all. Have a great Sunday, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.